The fleet seemed very big, and its ravens very tough. Or maybe he was just slower and weaker than before. He hated the idea of poisoning the enemy. It wasn't fair. Face to face
Oops, sorry.
with a raven, let the best swordsman survive. But they wouldn't even know what was killing them. Feather by feather, scale by scale. He didn't mind dying a hero. That sometimes went with being a hero. But he didn't feel at all like a hero. Not today.
You sturdy boy. Jesus. Let's go open this door. Oh my god. Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Stories, The Path of Destinies.
Ah, the road less traveled, thought Renardo. How intriguing.
Hello? I mean, I've never been here, obviously. It's behind a door that I couldn't open until this run through, so... Oh boy, I got 10 health that I won't be able to use for anything because I'll lose it all. Alright, looks like we gotta do some grappling, I assume. Or the boat's just not gonna come back. Oh, here we go. And whoop-ha!
He felt like Tarzan.
I like that all these boats just don't have crews at all. It's quite nice.
He was exhausted. He was making stupid mistakes. His fur was coming off in bunches. Up ahead, he could see the Emperor's ship, long and sleek, a floating palace. The bomb would only poison a circle 100 paces wide. He would get as close as he could, set it, and run.
I don't feel like I'm going to be able to make it out of the radius
He
time.
thought. He didn't want a medal for this. He just wanted to be forgotten.
The trick is just to not get hit at all, because I have no health. Oh, boy.
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons, with an address.
That's fair. Ow. Just die instantly. Okay, let's, try that again.
Shouldn't trust a raven further than you could throw one. But vertical drop count?
Vertical drop count. I don't know. Ah, good, the cannons. I'm pretty sure one of these will just kill me if it hits me, so, Whoa. Come on, mouse. Now's not the time to stop working. Problem is I keep moving the mouse like off the edge of the pathable area, and if you do that, oh no, it does actually move if you're not on the pathable area. I don't know then. I'm not going over there this time. We didn't kill Zenobia this time at any point, so she should be here. theoretically. Back up to nearly full for the moment. Oh, end of level.
Renato twisted the timer on the bomb as far as it would go and staggered off. His knees hurt. Oh, everything hurt. He staggered away as far as he could until he had to lie down. He could see the entire Imperial fleet from here, and the rebel ships engaged with it. There was a blinding flash. And a second later, a monstrous thump. Burning rocks arced across the sky over both fleets. A wreath of fire shot outwards, rolling across the fleets. A pillar of smoke boiled up from where the Emperor's ship had been. It reached into the clouds. That's a wee bit more than 100 paces, thought Renato. It took Renato most of that evening to die. Some of the toughest ravens lasted all week. Some of the rebels in the furthest ships survived as much as a month. That winter, with neither Empire nor rebels to rule them, the islands slid into banditry. And so began the Second Age of Darkness. And he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
Alright. Well, this went well. We didn't destroy the universe, at least, so that's good. Alright, so we've got one more thing to unlock here. It's got, Zenobia's picture.
There would be a way to win. Renato could feel it. He'd have to explore choices he'd never made before he could figure it all out, though. And with that, the book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game-changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Okay, so again, we have choices to make. Now, the last thing had a picture of Zenobia, so I'm wondering what happens if we go down Lapino's route again, but this time we take Zenobia to the, whatchamacallem, to the interrogators. Let's give it a try.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. Lapino's frantic message said that the Ravens were going to kill him for being a rebel spy. And that he had a clever plan. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Or so Lapino had told him over the far speaker anyway. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
So we'll never know. Alright, so let's see what happens if we go get Zenobia again. It's so nice having all of my health back.
That was odd. Renato had been here, at this exact place, at this exact time. But this time, there were so many more ravens.
Chunk. This should be where the ravens come in. There they are.
There was still no sign of Lapino. Not a hair, not a pellet. Was he hiding in the cemetery further down the road? That didn't seem like him.
Well, there's one way to find out. Well,
Lapino would betray him. But now Renato knew that. What would Lapino do if he knew that Lapino was going to betray him? Well, he'd concoct some crazy scheme, wouldn't he? That used Lapino's betrayal against him and it would blow up in his face. Maybe he was overthinking this. Well, that would be a first. His sword food teacher used to say power gems were cheating. Stupid old fart.
critical chance. I don't think I have the critical chance when equipped, actually. No, I don't. There we go. Problem solved. And we got to the end of the level. Ah, yes.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows. And that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Alright. Well, this is where we're going to call it for now. Next time, we'll go and capture Zenobian and see what we can do with that. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.